Alright, everyone. Hello. I'm just trying to get this all started and stuff like that. So I shall be, getting ready. So let me go ahead and go to here, go here, go in here. There we go. Probably could have just set it to Minecraft entirely instead of having you guys see everything, but it's fine. So it may be a bit choppy and or laggy, mostly because, I'm, well, also streaming on Discord so people can see my live stream and also just me playing in general if they can't even join me at all and if they want to commentate they can. Basically, I'm making this whole entire black concrete dome because no one in my roleplay ever will see the light of day. Like the characters, I mean. And there is a main reason for that. So, any daylight? No, that's not going to happen. Now, they will actually say in the roleplay that they're able to see daylight, but in reality, it's actually just a black dome. So they literally say that, but in reality, they're just hallucinating because it's a trap. It's a trap. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep on going. Almost got this next line of black concrete. I know I could do this a lot easier if I just filled in the whole entire thing, but I don't know. I choose not to. Mostly because I want to get this done um entirely. Myself, really. And I know it's pretty dumb to say, but I mean think about it. Having a lot of time on your hands, gotta do something fun. And this is something fun to me. I don't know. I like it. So lately, I've been distracted by many different things, and I've been taking a very long break from doing schoolwork and also just mainly Discord for a little while. But I came back just now because, well, my mind can't seem to keep up with something, which is making a decision. So, I may feel angry one day and then I'll feel like great the other. It's never going to be the exact same emotion throughout. Unless, it's something odd happening. Either way, not gonna worry about it. Let's all not worry about it. I'm just getting this build done. And then, yeah, I'll pretty much be ready for the whole entire mall, episode I will show you guys in the prologue. And this mall will be fully shown in the roleplay. Don't worry, it'll have more episodes. It's just for right now, it's not. As it's just going to be in the prologue. Probably going to make like little to none rooms, but I'm most likely going to fill it all in. Well, no, I'm going to make every single room before I start recording the prologue anyway. But yeah, it'll have 3 floors, each being 7 blocks of, you know. Some rooms will be over the 7 block mark because the second floor and first floor may be the same floor. Just letting you all know that there will be many different types of rooms in this place, and I am just making the whole entire sketch, as you see with the sandstone block that I'm using. Because I love the sandstone block. I don't know about you, but it brightens up my day. Which is why I love this sandstone block. You know what I should do real quick? I should figure out how to, like, make it to where this doesn't show up for you guys right now. So maybe I could go into here, go into editor. What is this? Uh, overlays. Oh, here it is. Huh. Okay. I wonder. Maybe if I go here. Sure, we'll do new scene for a second. Never mind. Okay. I wonder. Okay. Maybe if I figure out the whole entire video capture thing. Display. No, auto. What does this do? I don't know what that did. Huh. Well, I guess I'll not worry about it as of now. So yeah, I've mostly just been trying to work on um, many different things. Mostly my social skills, because I'm not having a good time with those. I hope you all, I don't know, honestly. Have a great day slash night, wherever you are in the world. But, I'm going to be doing a lot more content soon, as I still haven't decided whether or not I'm going to just post the stuff that I've already made unedited, besides the new series that I'm making, which is going to be a video game series. And I hope you all will really enjoy it. I haven't edited any of the videos yet, but I will get to it pretty soon. But as of right now, um, yeah, Minecraft is kind of just going to be my big priority for a moment because I need to get this mall somewhat made. That way we can then move on to making more of it and you guys can see the finished product when I'm done. Either way, it'll mainly be a hallway and then a main room and then, other stores and stuff like that on the first floor. Then the second floor will be like a walkway, like a skyway, and it'll kind of just go all the way across to like each and every different store. And then the third floor, that will mainly be like the staff area, but it'll also be like for people who are older. Let's just say that old people go up there. And I mean, for my character, I don't know. I honestly don't think that the character that's actually going to start in this mall will ever really go up there because I'm mostly thinking that she's going to be on the second floor. Other than that, I still need to make the thumbnail for the prologue so that way I could, put it there, and then the music also needs to get done, which hopefully a friend is making it as of now, but I mean, if she's not, that's okay. I can make my own music. I just gotta learn how to do it with BandLab. And BandLab is really confusing to me. Like, I have no idea how to play any notes, I have no idea how to do any of that. All I know what to do is just follow what I want to do and figure out how to use it. I don't know how to play piano. but that's mainly one of the things that you can use in there. The other parts of it is like guitar or anything like that. I don't know how to play any of that. I only know how to play trumpet. So it's kind of like iffy, really, on what I can do and what I can't. So either way, with the BandLab music and also Streamlabs, of course, it's going to be in the YouTube description. And it'll also be if I ever use Twitch, which I have no idea if I ever will. But I may be recording for Twitch and YouTube here pretty soon when I'm ready to. That way you all can see my YouTube channel and can all see my stream, or my Twitch stream. Twitch stream, of course, will not be edited, so you will hear everything, but YouTube stream will be edited in the future. Still have no idea how to do it, and I'm going to learn how to do it here pretty soon. It's probably going to be really time consuming, which is alright. It's going to take a lot of my focus, but it doesn't really matter to me. What matters is having fun, and all of you guys are what brightens my day. So let's go ahead and continue, of course, with this black concrete. We're almost done. I might end up playing some sort of music here pretty soon. Many of you may think like, oh, music, that's copyright, isn't it? Well, I could put it in the description, and I could also see in their description if they're okay with me putting it in there, and I could get like the whole entire copyright claim type of deal. So that way I don't have to deal with that. But if YouTube bot suddenly says like, oh, that's copyright, you can't do that, then I'm just gonna be like, I put in the copyright claim. What do you mean? So it should just be alright for me to use the music if it's okay in the description of the music. If it's not, then yeah, I won't use it. In fact, I might actually talk to one of my friends, since they've got music, a lot of music that they've actually made, and I'll ask if they could possibly allow me to use their music in my videos, especially streaming. Well, most of my video game videos, I don't even need music because it plays music in the background. But when it comes down to like streams like this for Minecraft, yeah, no, I definitely need some sort of music in order to make it more interesting instead of just no noise in the background except my voice. And me talking a lot of the time is not great. I don't like talking too much. And I could edit out more of the stream, so that way it's a little less than in like maybe an hour or two. But you know, I have no idea. All I know is I'm just gonna be having fun, and that's it. And if I need help, I need help. That's all. And that's what I'm gonna ask him to help me with, mainly, is using BandLab. I will figure out, of course, how to use it, but like how to make a group so that way we could all make the music together. Well, at least me and him. Anyone else who wants to help can, but mainly I want to focus on having him help me out a little bit. And of course, I'm not going to ask him to do it every day, but I'm going to ask him if he could just help me out every now and then. Because I struggle with a lot. I'm not very good at many different things. So, having help is always a great thing. Other than that, yeah, building has just kind of been interesting to say the least. I probably should have made the floors a lot bigger, but seeing as, I mean, I can go a little higher, but I don't know. I don't want it to be like so high to the point where I don't even know what to put in the stores when I make them so huge and stuff like that. Of course, I'm gonna make some furniture stores, and maybe one day I'll put in like an add-on that just kind of has, you know, many different clothes, and I'll make a copy of this world. That way the add-on isn't corrupting this one, even though there's already one on it. I don't want to corrupt any of my worlds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep the add-ons on this world already, and then I'm just gonna make a copy and put on more add-ons when I need to, if we're doing an episode or something. And I will ask other friends if they can help me out with those add-ons and stuff like that, and possibly ask a friend if he can help me make some. Because I still don't really know how to make add-ons in Bedrock Edition. Other than that, I mean, it's just kind of working on different things on my own, but mainly focusing on the fact that I can have other people help me if I really need it. And that I'm not alone and, you know, well, I am mostly alone. I'm doing this all pretty much on my own accord. But I still have friends who can help me out if truly needed. And in fact, maybe someday I'll have a lot more friends to hang out with. It just takes time and a lot of effort. And I'll get there. I'm learning. I still got a long ways to go. Especially since I can't even use a good feminine voice for all of my videos, and I somehow forget all of the time. All the different time? All of the time. I normally don't use this. Well, I can go a little bit higher if I really wanted to, but I normally don't use a feminine voice because I'm so used to my old one. But it's also that I don't want to be, what's the word? Made fun of? So that's mainly why I don't do it. Although, I don't really care what other people think anymore. So I could probably do it for all of my videos, but most likely off camera since my voice is kind of iffy on when to use the certain type of feminine voice. I will just go ahead and, you know, stop off camera, but on camera, I'll probably use a feminine voice from now on. So why don't I give it a shot instead of being anxious and, you know, scared of doing it. Alright. Sorry, I'm still, you know, of course, training my voice and stuff. I've worked really hard on it, and I'm really trying to sound good. It's just me drinking a lot of root beer is not good. So I need to drink some water. Give me a second. Okay. Let me go ahead and try and do another feminine voice. Let's see if I can figure out what one I want to do for my videos from now on. Hello, everyone. I think this voice honestly works. I don't know. I guess you can let me know in the comments down below, but yeah, I think this voice definitely works. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue building, and then I'll probably stop this stream at like an hour at least. So that way I can do some schoolwork and then come back to it off camera. And then maybe I'll stream again or possibly do an art stream. I still have no idea what I'm going to do later today. So let's not worry about it and let's just continue building. Oh, and I also need to take my meds. Hold on. All right. Hold on. All right. So yeah, I've been working really, really hard on my voice, and there may be times where I might voice crack as of right there, but again, I've been working really, really hard on my voice, so hopefully it works. I will end up using it in the canon roleplay videos, especially the prologue, but from what you all will see is there's going to be many different types of prologue videos. The ones that are not canon will have music probably from YouTube that I find and can use with copyright claim. But the actual canon prologue will have my own, music and stuff like that. I won't have any music from YouTube and it'll just be my own. I will be most likely making it with a friend, as I said. So, and as far as my gaming videos or Minecraft streaming, or maybe even just playing Minecraft in general in a survival world, either I will use music from Minecraft, or I will use music probably from, what's it called? From YouTube, of course. Probably the certain types of music I enjoy. So, that way, we can all enjoy the stream together and not be bored out of our minds without music in the background. Letting you all know, I react very differently to music. By that, I mean I can literally sing for hours on end without stopping, and my voice would become really, really sore afterwards. Which is why I don't really use my feminine voice very often, because my vocal cords are like really, really sore. Especially after drinking a lot of root beer. One thing I will tell you all is I love sugar, but I stopped caffeine, and the root beer that I drink has no caffeine, but it does have a lot of sugar and calories and stuff like that. I know it's not probably any better, but as long as there's no caffeine in any drink that I use, it's fine. And in fact, drinking water with the root beer is honestly great, as, it's just normally I don't do that, and I really should be doing it more often. I also should be doing some other things more often, but my brain is just not wanting to do any of that. And I need to tell it We need to do that, no matter what. It's just very hard to convince myself to do it. So hopefully, we can do it, you know? I can do it. Hmm. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and look behind me and see if we're actually getting pretty close, because I think we are here in a moment. Oh yeah, we definitely are. We're almost to the other end. Just a little bit longer. Let me go ahead and check the stream. 26 minutes? Oh yeah, I got enough time to do most of this. Probably 3/4 of it. Either way, as I was saying with schoolwork, I've been doing pretty great recently. And by that, I mean I've literally taken at least 40 notes. Like 40 pages of notes. I could have done it electronically, but I chose not to. Because notes, honestly, on paper somehow remind me better than notes online. Although that's probably not true and I'm just guessing. So, next time I will make notes probably on my phone. And then have like my computer be the thing that I of course see the notes on. And I'll only write down the important stuff that I need to write down. And then the other stuff is honestly probably just information that is good to know, but definitely not needed for the test or anything like that, although I may still write some of it, because sometimes some information slips up and could mean something completely different than the original meaning. So, if I'm confused about it, I'm gonna write it down anyway. And/or I may just end up writing everything down. I don't know anymore. I'm just gonna say, like, anything writing down is good. You just have to try and memorize it all, and a lot of work pays off. Memorization is key. And somebody with really hard memory, it usually doesn't go well. Which is why I don't like tests. I also don't like being challenged, but, you know, I deal with it sometimes. Although I kind of just make it out to be like, yeah, we're doing great, you know? Even if it's a challenge, I don't really get angry at the other person. I just say GG and that's it. Because I'm just more neutral as of right now, because I hated myself not being neutral back then. Either way, you know, it's honestly really hard to know what's, you know, how to say it really is hard for me to do. Again, really bad at explaining things, but it'll all happen sometime soon when I'm all good at explaining things and I'm not, you know, anxious. I'm not worried. I'm not anything like that. I'm also probably not going to be shy then. I'm more confident in my words. It's just most of the time I can't figure out what I'm wanting to say or even, you know, need to say. So I kind of just let it, you know, sit back, probably just not even say anything at all, because If it's not a good thing to say, again, never say it. That is some type of lesson I've heard many times, and dang it, I failed almost 90% of the time, but now I've realized I do not need to do that, and I should also just let everything be, really. When others say, like, don't touch that, or don't, talk about that, and stuff like that, I normally don't like getting into other people's information as of now. I used to be so curious, but now it doesn't matter to me. Having friends is all I really need. That's it now. That's all that matters. I'm tired of being that person who always, aggravates others. I'm now wanting to be a better person. As of recently, anyway. And it takes a very long time to know exactly what to do and how to be, better. But in order to be better, you need to understand what you're doing in the first place. You can't just sit there and not understand it. You have to understand what you're doing in the first place. And sometimes I don't even understand what I'm doing. And I need to start understanding. So I'm not going to sit down. I'm just going to keep on going with, many different lessons and stuff like that, especially with school. It's helping me a lot figure out exactly what I need to do. Also, I forgot I left my cheeseburger here. I ate like most of it, but I didn't eat the rest, so now it's probably all moldy. Nope, it's not, but probably could be in the next few days, so I'm gonna throw it away here soon. When I empty out the trash can after the stream. Because again, I have a lot of time on my hands, I don't really do much during the day, and I really want to be a barista, but in order to do that, I need Scooters to accept my application and get me an interview, and I am a very shy person, so hopefully my social skills are better than how they used to be. Because I'm freaking out. I don't know if I could do it, but I'll definitely try. You won't know until you do it. Anyway, I should stop talking about myself, even though it's my stream and everything, and it's my build that I'm doing. It's not really good to talk about yourself, because then it just seems like you're what's it called? Self-conscious, isn't it? Yeah, I don't want to sound like that. So instead, even though no one's here, I'd like to ask how you're all doing in the comments down below if you would like to comment. Positive, mostly, but if you are having a bad day, um, hopefully I can make it better with this stream and or streams in the future, maybe even videos. Maybe you all will enjoy my content. I'm just gonna say this now. I am a YouTuber and or a, Twitch streamer in the future. I am not a therapist. So you may need a therapist if stuff's not going well. Not trying to be rude or anything, but yeah, that's pretty much what you might need if that's the case. I remember I had so many elusive thoughts that were just so weird. Like, I hated it. But nah, I don't need to talk about it here. It's more personal, so it's not needed to talk about here. Anyway, far as the roleplay goes, I will tell you all a little bit more on what I'm thinking of doing. So the mall, as of right now, is going to be filled with, I could probably say this, honestly, because it's going to be in the prologue a little bit, but all I'm going to tell you is it's going to be full of fox people. Why? Mostly because the friend that is actually going to be in this mall for the prologue is a fox. A female fox, so a vixen. So yeah, it's all gonna be full of vixen people. Now, if you're all thinking, ew, furries and stuff like that, don't watch my channel. That's just that. You know, don't watch my channel at that point. Although if you want to stick around, I am not that type of person to be like really weird and stuff like that most of the time. Furry stuff to me is honestly like, I guess how I could say it is as long as it's not weird 90% of the time when it's in public, great. Now, private just depends on what you enjoy. And you keep it to yourself. That's pretty much it. Although being a furry is not about any of the culture, it's about how you feel about yourself. People always say furries are terrible. People always say some furries are great. In reality, furries are really just whoever they want to be, not whatever other people think about them. At least that's how I see it. If they want to be mean, they want to be, you know, all of that negative stuff, they can do so. I'm not stopping them. Because they're all adults at that point. Now, if they're young, no. Like, absolutely not. Well, they could be furries, but they can't be doing any of that inappropriate stuff. No. I don't know if this topic is honestly a great one, because it does get a little iffy sometimes. But it's my stream. I can talk about pretty much a lot of different things if I really want to. And that's just how I think about it. You know, I'm more of a neutral person. It doesn't really matter to me what's wrong or right. It just matters on how they think about it. Putting myself in their shoes, I would probably understand some of it, although they shouldn't be doing, you know, 90% of the negative stuff in the first place. And in fact, should just love themselves, you know? People hate loving themselves 90% of the time, so I do too. I can't say any different, but pushing yourself to like what you do, like yourself, is a great thing to learn, and a great thing to feel. That's how I see it. That's how I want it to go for me. That's my life. That's it. I hate feeling anxious, I really do. If there were a moment in time where I could stop being anxious, I would. As of right now, I am going to, in the future, push myself to be, you know, more social to some extent, but still kind of be in the middle about things as of right now, because there's no point in being social every single day. Being social sometimes is a great thing to do, and that's something I need to learn. Doing schoolwork, playing by myself, honestly, doing all of that is what I also need to do more often. Because I can't be, expecting myself to always be with people, because that's never going to happen. No matter how hard I try, it's not going to happen. There will be times where I will probably split up with people, and there will be times where I F up, but, in the future, if that ever happens to me, then I think about it, and then I wouldn't say apologize. I mean, sure, that might be part of it, but the other part of it would be realizing what I did, and then, telling them what I think about what they did. And if they don't like it, I completely understand. Because they don't need to like what I say. Yet, I still need to have them figure out a little bit more of what they were thinking, because I need to think on their end to some extent. That's always what a good friendship really is. And if people don't agree with you, that's okay. In fact, I sometimes don't agree with myself. And that sucks. But focusing on something that you aren't right now is going to be something you will be in the future. Anyway, let's stop talking about that. I'm going too much into philosophical things. I need to stop doing that. Stop it, brain. Why are you feeling that way, huh? I do need to stop thinking that way sometimes. Maybe just not saying much about it is a good thing, but talking about it sometimes is way better than not talking about it at all. Yeah, at all. So, I most likely think when it comes down to, well, most of the time it's iffy, It's hard to know what to talk about and what not to talk about. Going more in depth with my roleplay, I still have no idea what I'm even going to do with it. And story-wise, I have many different ideas. In fact, many different episode ideas as well. My only problem is how to execute it very well. And most of the time, I can't. I really can't. And most of my episode ideas are foolish and something I really shouldn't be doing. But most of the time, it's funny. And executing it in a funny way, instead of making it, personal or, anything like that. Being neutral about the situation is honestly how I'm going to be. Outside of the roleplay. Inside of the roleplay, just depends. Because sometimes my character can be, neutral about it, sometimes my character could be negative about it, and sometimes my character could be positive about it. It just depends on what the trial really is in the episode. And my main idea. Now, I will always put a main idea in front of every canon episode, and most likely every uncanon episode. Because there will always be a main idea in front of anything that I do. Even if it's really weird and off-putting and sometimes really awkward, there is a point. And it's very hard to normally understand, but I will make it very, very clear that there will be a point to the episode. Now, how I will do it? Well, you'll see. It's going to be a very interesting and long series. 1,000 episodes ain't easy to pull off. Ugh. Especially since most of my friends are always busy. And I mean, I could always just get new people into the roleplay who are, frequently more free. Although, I'd like to just have people that aren't. Because sometimes you never know when they could be free. Or when, they really want to join into the roleplay and they really want to hang out and do fun things. You never know when that will happen. Possibly I may just need to stop pinging them so often and let them ask me when they want to. And I shouldn't be like, I don't know what we're going to do today. Because I will say I know what we're going to do today now. It's just I need to think more on it. And we need to figure out a certain plot to go for. Because it's very hard to know exactly what you're doing when you've got no plot. No main idea. I think I've probably got at least 60 episodes in my files, so I may need to start uploading them and putting them on a flash drive here soon. But I know I've got a lot of storage on this laptop, so it's okay. I just really hope that these videos will be easy to know which one is which, instead of figuring out, okay, this one goes that way and that one goes this way. I would probably know which one goes with which at that point. Especially since most of it is not canon, most of it is the new series, and most of it is live streams. So, yeah, that's really it. Other than that, we have 47 minutes on the clock. So we've got a little bit longer to go. And we are almost to the other end. We've got 3/4 done, just about. Again, doing hour streams is better than doing more because oftentimes people don't like longer streams than an hour or maybe 50 minutes. So that's why I'm going to keep on doing that, and I'm going to continue that pattern. Unless it's like an actually, action-packed video game or something like that. Then I may end up making it more than an hour. Or maybe an announcement, possibly, and then making a build or something like that. Who knows? We'll figure it out, I still need to figure out what I'm going to do with the walls and what I'm going to do with the floor. Because there's going to be many different floor ideas that I'm going to come up with, many different wall ideas, many different ceilings, and lights. Because I've got many different light ideas and redstone ideas that I could pull off. So it's kind of hard to know exactly what I'm going to do. I could also bring in a texture pack and most likely an add-on if I really wanted to. But again, that's all going to be put on to the copies, not this one. I'm just mainly going to build the walls, the floor, and the ceilings, and the lights in this mall. And then anything else I will put as add-ons, and I will mark which rooms will be add-ons mainly and which ones will not. So that way, anytime I need to, on this main map, I need to copy it, and then I can make add-ons on it. And if I feel like I need to delete that add-on world because I made more stuff on the mall, I can do that. And I just put the add-ons back on there in the same spot, or maybe in different spots, because nothing's ever going to be the same in this roleplay. Then I will do that, you know? Again, my voice kind of switches from time to time, because normally when I get concentrated on talking for a long time, my voice is never great at being constant. Kind of like my mind is great at not being constant at all. As I like moving from many different things at a time. And concentrating on many different things at times. Sometimes I don't. Because then it hurts my brain. Now I'm wondering, do I feel like making mozzarella sticks with ranch, or do I feel like making something else today? Definitely not more Hot Pockets, because I had that last night, although there's still Hot Pockets in the fridge that I could eat. Because I didn't finish them last night. I was very sleepy. I don't know. Honestly, like, doing anything cooking-wise is not my specialty. But I should probably start cooking more often. Because I need to learn that skill in order to live in my own place, you know? Which I am living in my own place right now, because my mom pretty much never comes here. Except a few days of the week, maybe even weekends, normally. But really, I'm just here, alone, with my cat. Well, I call her my daughter now, but that's a different story for another day. Either way, it's a lot of different things that I need to focus on and think about. Sometimes I don't need to think about it, and I could just kind of let it go. Since we're at 53 minutes, I'm gonna keep on going at least for a little bit longer. And then I'm gonna go ahead and stop, because 7 minutes, honestly, is not a good time to finish this whole entire thing. Could probably do it off camera, or maybe I could go a little over. Yeah, I'll probably go a little over. It's fine. But that's if I could get this done fast. I could press Z right now to see if my night vision is going down fast, but I don't think so. I think it's gonna be fine for a while. I really hope so, at least. I'm thinking of asking my mom if I could go somewhere, but honestly, paying for more things on the card is not a good idea unless I'm going shopping. And if so, I could probably go to a restaurant and get some things, but again, shopping more important than going to a restaurant. I just don't know what to do, honestly. I should probably eat more veggies and fruit. I just really haven't been feeling like that. I also haven't been feeling like eating much grain lately, or food in general, and I really should feel like doing that. It's just, normally I feel like, I don't want to say this, but depressed, really. Being here by yourself 90% of the time is not really a great feeling. I know from experience because I've had it a very, very long time. It's never easy to get used to, and never will be, which is why I suffer from, you know, that, and my social skills are terrible. But anyway, we're almost done. Still got a little bit more to go. Again, this whole entire roleplay is just, projects. So really, I have no idea if I'm ever gonna make any episode canon. Maybe I'll just have it, like, all uncanon until the final 10 episodes. Who knows? Maybe everything else will be a dream. So maybe I don't even need to put canon on anything. It'll all just be randomized. All I know is it's all gonna be dated, so that way everyone could see it on the certain date that it's somewhat made. But pretty much, as far as anything goes, I might actually make the final 10 episodes like the actual canon episodes instead of everything else. Still really haven't decided, though, what episodes will be canon and what will not. Because who knows, maybe nothing will be canon. Maybe it's all just going to be a random roleplay that I come up with for no reason. It's all just random ideas that are projects, getting me ready for a certain idea that I'm going to do in the future, which is coding for a video game. Learning coding for Minecraft is my first job that I want to accomplish. I want to learn how to mess with command blocks. I want to learn how to do any of that. No matter how many videos I have to look at and memorize, I will learn how to do all of that. And I will succeed. I will not fail. I will do it. And hopefully you all will see what I accomplish in the future. Maybe I'll just be the only coder who's making the video game, and then everyone else makes the art, the music, the everything else, I just need to start first off by making the code. And then I could start adding everything else. Really wish I had my old server so I could see the C++, but I can't anymore. Because I don't have it. Probably should have put it on a private server that my other account was added to, and then I could have kicked that other account. But who knows. Although I wouldn't be able to because that other account was hacked, so... who knows. All I know is that my friend needs to probably kick the other account from their server because, again, that account is hacked, so it doesn't really need to be there anymore. 59-ish minutes? Oh, yeah. That's fine. To get this done, and then the next one, and then I'll probably be done, honestly. Because I still have a little bit more to go with this whole entire thing. So, let's go ahead and do one more, and then I'll go ahead and talk to you all in the next one. If you didn't know, I did make this skin by myself, and in the future I'm going to make many different skins, HD. I'm going to learn how to do all of that. And maybe I'll make a Minecraft animation. Who knows? You know? It just really depends on what I'm going to do. And we'll get there. Now I'm starting to have an idea. And when I come up with ideas, sometimes it's not very good ideas, but sometimes it's pretty good ideas. You know, this would pretty much be like iffy on what I could do with my game that I'll make in the future. But what if I just made like many different video game styles into my roleplay, but it's not like the same story as anything. It's honestly just like its own thing. And possibly could just add the styles into my roleplay, but not like copyright anything of the game. Just kind of make my own thing by adding whatever I wanted into it. So maybe I could do that. Anyways, people, this has been Zara the Cat Demon, or Zara Cat Demon. I shall see you all in the next one.